Hey legends, Frazer Brookes here, coming to you from the incredible Antalya, Turkey. I'm in the pool and I've got my camera set up so it can follow me. So I just want to test something real quick. Oh yeah, I don't know if it's actually following me. I think it is. Let me see. All right, anyway, hey, in this video I want to share with you two things that you really need to understand. And I'm going to take you in a time machine because I know that you're going to realize this in the future yourself, but I want you to be aware so when it does happen, you realize, yeah, I remember Frazer was in the pool in Antalya when I was watching this, and he was sharing these two different problems with me. So here are the problems, real quick, real easy. Number one is a drama problem. Now, you might be having that drama problem already. It could be something with the mindset. It could be something with the environment. You might find that it's people around you talking bad about the business and it's creating doubt, and you start thinking about the business. And the more you think about the business, the more you doubt the business. And the more you doubt the business, the less you do with the business. And the less you do with the business, the more you doubt the business. Should I pay my auto ship? Should I pay my subscription? Should I keep renewing? I don't know. Then you go to an event and your friends back home say you've changed. And then you start going, have I changed? Like, I hope I haven't changed. I don't want to change. The idea of personal growth and development is to change, because for things to change, you got to change. For things to get better, you got to get better, as Rohn famously said. So you got to understand and appreciate change. Now, here's the thing as well. The word challenge, if you take the first three letters of the word challenge and the last three letters of the word challenge, it spells change. So every challenge you overcome allows opportunity to change, but the more you change, the more challenges you overcome, and the more challenges you overcome, the more opportunities for change, and that's how you grow. So, drama problem. Again, it could be mindset, could be environment. People around you saying they're brainwashing you. Of course they are. If your body gets dirty, you need to wash it, right? If your brain gets dirty, you need to wash it. I'm not going to show you how to wash your brain on this video, but you get the point. Just like if I was to pour a can of Coke in a glass of water, it'll be super dark. And if I put a little bit of water into the Coke, it's not going to make it any better. If I've got to consistently keep pouring water into the Coke and keep going until the Coke overflows, and eventually after a couple of liters of water, the water is clear. I put a bit of Coke in, it gets dirty again. All right, so we've got a mindset, an environment issue, we've got doubt, we've got fear, we've got limiting beliefs, we've got shame, we've got guilt, we've got embarrassment, we've got loneliness. There is always going to be drama problems. And to be honest with you, drama problems is what's going to hold the majority of you back. What is she thinking about me? What are they thinking about me? My friend Peter Sage, he says it's called GOOP, the good opinion of other people. So true, so true. So many of you guys are getting stuck in GOOP. Stop thinking about what other people are thinking about you. Their opinions aren't going to pay your bills. So why keep worrying? If you want to make an extraordinary life, the people who you should be worrying about are the people who have an extraordinary life. Because guess what they say? They're not gonna say, oh wow, you should doubt that business. They're gonna say, you should keep going with that business. Why haven't you gone all in with that business yet? Why haven't you been successful with that business? Come on, do more. And that brings me on to the second problem. After the drama problem that most people will struggle to get through, and now you're aware of it, the second problem is a numbers problem. It's always the case. It's either you are not doing the right activity, or you're not doing enough of the activity that you know you should be doing. That's it. Now, obviously, to get find the right activity, you need to find someone who's in your company, find someone who's in the business, find someone who's in the industry who is getting the results that you want to get. You can go right to the top if you want. But you'll find that the higher up you go, the less accessible they are, right? And you maybe need to pay for that advice. So maybe there's someone who's a few ranks ahead of you. Maybe there's someone who's a few chapters ahead of your story. And you ask them, what are the activities? What are the 2, 3, 4, 5 activities that I should do every single day to win? Now, here are my three. These are the three things that I recommend you do. Focus on a quantity of connections, right? Grow your list every single day. It's the same thing. Grow your list every single day. Quantity of connections. Don't prejudge people. Don't try and find a certain type of person. Niche is important when it comes to creating content, but at this stage, when you're trying to get the numbers, quantity is more important. The second thing is then quality of conversations. You've got to get good at conversations. How? You ask better questions. The better questions you ask, the better answers that you get, right? It's very, very simple, but most people overcomplicate it. Why? People think that they can't make a fortune doing simple things. They think that there has to be some sort of complexity to make millions of dollars. There's not. Simplicity is the key. Albert Einstein used to say true genius is turning the complex into the simple. Now, once you have found the right activity to do, the second issue that people have is they just don't do enough of it. They just don't do enough of it. And by the way, the third, before I go into that, the third thing as well, we've got quantity of connections, quality of conversations. The third thing is consistency of follow-up. Most people are going to tell you no straight away because they're not like you, right? You might have joined because you were like, I get it, I see it, I get it, I'm going to do it. And then you're like, why do other people not see it like I do? Why do other people not get it like I do? Why don't other people just go all in like I do? Most people aren't like you. Most people don't see it like you, and that's totally fine, and that's why it requires follow-up. The problem is you're not following up because you feel like you're going to get rejected straight away. So stop following up on the business, stop following up on the product, and start following up on being a good human being. Not a hood human being, a good human being. Ask questions about the posts they're making, the holidays they went on, the kids, their family, their friends, their sports team, whatever. Keep the conversation going. So eventually one day, although you can keep obviously asking about the business throughout that conversation, one day they might say, you know what, I need to take a closer look at that business because I see you living a great life. I see you not working on Mondays. I see you with your family all the time. I see that you're into personal development and growth and so on. Okay? So then the second part is then you're not doing enough of the activity. It's a numbers game. Network marketing is a numbers game if you play the game right. By speaking to one person a day, I'm going to go for like a little mini swim here, right? It's hot on the back, on the shoulders. They're going to be red. I'm British, right? I go red straight away. And then eventually it goes brown. I have got my factor 15 on. I probably should have factor 50 on. Side note, isn't it interesting how 10, 20 years ago, you used to be able to go into like a store in Europe and buy like factor 2, factor 4, factor 6, factor 8, factor 10, factor 12, 15. And now like literally everywhere just sells factor 50. I know it's good for your skin, SPF and all that fun stuff. Just noticing something there. I'm nice and cooled down. So you're probably not doing enough of the thing you need to be doing. So you're having one conversation a day, 2 conversations a day, you're doing 1 presentation a week, the company say they have a presentation or the team have a presentation every Sunday, so you guide people to the Sunday. Why not do what everyone's not doing to get what everyone else hasn't got? In terms of like the masses, right? Obviously the minority, the people who've got to the top, they are maybe going to tell you the activity to take, like I said, quantity of connections, quality of conversations, consistency of follow-up. But ask them, how much activity did they do in the beginning? Like personal production. Now you'll find that the personal production starts high and it's like a diminishing return, right? Diminishing rate of return, right? Their personal production activity kind of decreases, right? But again, the time that they spend with their team is more like exponential, maybe even linear, but it's definitely up until you reach a pivotal point, a tipping point, where you'll find that you'll spend more time developing and building your team than you will personal production, until you feel that you need to create a new wave of momentum, and therefore you go big beast mode on personal production. Okay, so you gotta understand it's a drama problem. So here's my activity to you. Here's my action step for you. Make a list of all the drama problems you have in your business right now. Make a list of all of the drama problems you have right now. And start to overcome them one by one. How? What's the easiest way? Mentorship. Usually mentorship. And then the second list is write down all the things that you're doing, all the activities that you're taking in your business, and the quantity of that activity that you're doing every single month. And see, am I overwhelmed by all these things? Yes or no? How can I simplify these things? How can I reduce the overwhelm of these things so that there's just 2, 3, 4 things that I do? And how can I increase the input to increase the output of these things? Now, I'm obviously here in Turkey, in Antalya. We're here to find the venue for Dare to Dream. There'll be another video coming out real soon about us showing you the resorts that we're looking and how you can obviously join us in April 2025 and beyond at future Dare to Dream events. So pay attention to that. But in the description right now below, you will be able to see a link to go check out more about my Inner Circle group coaching. I know you're watching this and you're like, all right, Frazer, you've made it clear. I know what I've got to go do. Like, it's a great training, da, da, da. But if you feel like you're someone who wants to take your business to the next level, you want 12 months guided mentorship, leadership, coaching on the main problems of mindset, social media, selling, recruiting, launching, duplication, leadership, then you've got to check out the Inner Circle. So I've made it super simple for you to get to know what it's all about. So all you got to do, it's real easy, all you got to do is click the link in the description, FrazerBrookes.com/IC. You'll learn what the program is about, who is it for, and how it will help you, as well as some seriously great testimonials. All right, so be prepared to have your socks blown off, your mind blown to the possibilities of what's inside the Inner Circle. If it's for you, amazing. You can apply to see if it is going to be something that would work for you. If it's not for you, then amazing. Keep tuning into these weekly YouTube videos, and I hope that you progress your business forward. All right, so big love. I'm going to go for a swim, and I'll see you in a bit. All right, bye-bye.